Chapter 5 Lost Power. The swirling circular portal opened just behind the hangar. Jackie, Ness, and Matt popped out, landing on the ground with a thud. Jackie stood up and dusted off her skirt. "We have to tell Mother B to work on our landings." "Whoa," a voice yelled from above. Matt looked up. He needs some landing work, too. Digit, a cyberbird who used to work for the hacker, tumbled through the sky. Digit had turned his back on the bad guys and hooked up with Motherboard, becoming one of her most trusted assistants. He always helped the kids out with their missions, but every now and then he needed a little help himself. Like now, he flew downward, totally out of control. He dipped to one side, then flipped over. "Look out below!" The kids ducked as Digit swerved over them and crashed to the ground. He stood up, his beak bent and pinched. "Hey, Earthlies." "Digit," the kids ran over to him. Digit yanked on his beak, straightened it out. "Follow me, no time to waste." Digit led the kids to a cyber steel door out back behind the hangar. Hackers got Izzy locked up in his dungeon, and Izzy is Senorita's only hope to get the power orb back. Jackie tried the doorknob, but it wouldn't open. "We have to get him out of there." "Don't sweat it. You forget I used to work for the hacker. The Dig will get Izzy out in a jiffy. Just gotta type in the correct password." Digit looked up at the keypad lock, then his eyes grew wide and his jaw dropped. "Whoa, hacker got wise to me. This password is in code." The coded password looked like this: 8.2, 7.1, 7.3, 8.5, 7.5, 9.6, 11.3, 9.6, 10.3, 8.6, 7.5, 10.1, 11.6. "Do you know how to decode it?" Inez asked. "No way," Digit explained. "Not without Hacker's secret decoder." "Then we have to get it. It's our only chance to save Izzy," Matt said. Digit gulped. "Only one place it could be," Digit shuddered. "Hacker's shirt pocket." "This is not good. Not good at all." Inez shook her head. Jackie threw her hands up in the air. "So what do? We just can't walk up right to him and ask for it." But Digit suddenly had an idea. "You're right, we can't go up to him, but Felipe can." "Who's Felipe?" the kids asked. "I'll show you. We just need a long coat, a hat, and a mat." "Me?" Matt asked. "Trust me, Matty, trust me," Digit said, and got to work. Back inside the hangar, Hacker crawled on his hands and knees, searching the floor for the power orb. "Where is it? Where is it?" he muttered to himself. "See, Hacker," a voice called out in a suspiciously phony-sounding French accent. "Li perfecto." Hacker looked up just as a tall robot wearing a red hat and a long green coat stepped toward him. "Yes, who are you? And why should I care?" Hacker growled. "'Tis I, Felipe, the photographer to the best Borg magazine, and we want a cover story of you," said Felipe. "Don't I know you from somewhere?" Hacker looked closely at Felipe, who immediately snapped a picture with his camera, momentarily blinding Hacker with the flash. No, but I know you. All of the cyberspace knows you, the most powerful, strongest Borg of all time," Felipe said. "You do know me," Hacker smiled. "We want the cover picture of you, and for the cover we need to see the real Hacker at the most handsome, at the most powerful. There's no other alternative, Hacker said. "Then take out the stuff in the shirt pocket, the pens, the stuff, so very handsome, so unpowerful." Yeah, okay." Hacker removed pens and papers and a rectangular decoder and laid it all down on the table in front of him. "How's this?" Hacker mugged for the camera. "E perfecto," Felipe exclaimed as he began shooting picture after picture, flashball blinding Hacker. And that's when Inez and Jackie zipped in and snatched the decoder off the table. They ran away just as Felipe stopped snapping pictures. Without the flash in his face, Hacker could see again. "Hey, Felipe, if you stay around a little while longer, you can take a picture of me at my most powerful right before I conquer all of cyberspace," Hacker gloated. I'll keep that in mind, Felipe said as he turned and ran off. Must check these pictures first. Hacker watched Felipe run away. He still looked familiar to Hacker. What was it about him? Felipe ran out behind the hangar and then took off the green coat, revealing Digit wearing a red hat and standing on Matt's shoulders. Inez and Jackie joined them, trumpetly waving the rectangular piece of cyberglass. Is this the decoder? Inez asked anxiously. That's it, a secret decoder, an excited Digit yelled, still using his fake accent. Oh yeah, we're good, so good, Jackie chanted, jumping up and down like a cheerleader. The kids laid the secret decoder down on a flat rock and studied it. How does this work? Matt asked, looking at the secret decoder. Digit scratched his head, trying to remember. Hacker's decoder has something to do with the numbers in the password. Maybe Digit's onto something, said Jackie. Somehow we have to use this decoder to figure out what the pairs of numbers mean. Inez studied the decoder. Okay, what do we know? There are numbers across the top and numbers down the side. Everything else is letters and punctuation marks. Is there any way the password numbers can match up to the letters? Jackie asked. Good question, said Inez. What's the first pair of numbers on the pad? An 8 and a 2, Digit said. Jackie moved her fingers across the 8 on the decoder. This is 8. Matt moved his finger down from 2, and this is 2. Their fingers met at the letter H. H must be the first letter in the password, Jackie said. How do we know if it's right? Inez asked. Digit punched an H into the first square of the keypad. It glowed. It's right. So the place where the two numbers meet in the decoder stands for the coded letter in the password, Inez said. Let's crack this baby and spring, Izzy, Digit said. The kids quickly deciphered the rest of the code. The next pair of numbers was 7 and 1. Matt put one finger on the 7 and another finger on the 1. Then he moved them across and down, and then they met at the letter A. He punched an A into the second square of the keypad. It glowed. For the third coded number pair, Digit put a wingtip on the number 7 and it moved across. He put his other wingtip on the number 3 and moved it down. His wingtips met at the letter C. He punched a C into the third square of the keypad. It glowed as well. We're cracking the code, Izzy. Hang on, we'll have you out in no time, Jackie yelled at the door. They finished the password easily, with one letter space left to decode. The code read Hacker Rules. The last space was 11-6. Inez checked it and saw that it was an exclamation point. Hacker Rules? That's the password? Oh, brother, I should have guessed, Digit said. Matt input the explanation point. They heard the sound of the door unlocking. It worked. Let's get Izzy. Jackie pushed the door open. The kids and Digit ran down the steep, rickety stairs into the dark, dank dungeon below. Look at this place, Inez gasped. The grimy stone walls were covered with green slime. On one wall hung a painting of Hacker. Above it was a sign that read, Welcome to my dungeon. That picture always gives me the creeps, Digit shuddered. Hey, did you hear that? Jackie asked. In the distance, they could all hear a quiet sobbing. The kids and Digit ran down the rest of the stairs to find the source of the sounds. There was a small, sad cyborg sitting on the cobblestone floor, his head in his hands. Matt, Inez, and Jackie ran over to him. Are you Izzy? Jackie asked. Izzy stopped quickly while wiping his tears from his eyes. Yeah. Who are you? Motherboard sent us here to help you. We are going to get you out of here and save Senorita, Matt said. I don't think so, voice thundered behind them. The kids whirled around to see Hacker at the top of the stairs, standing in the doorway. Look who it is, the goody-goody gang. Thought you'd fooled me with that Felipe stuff, huh? Never, Hacker growled. Would love to stay and chat, but I have a power orb to find and cyberspace to take over. So sorry, you won't see it. You'll never see anything but the inside of this dungeon forever." And with that, Hacker walked out and slammed the door shut, locking them in. "No way, Matt! No way!" Matt shouted. He ran up the stairs and slammed his body against the door, but it was no use. The door was shut tight. They were stuck. Izzy just shook his head, looking defeated. "Thanks for trying." "We're not done." Jackie looked around the dungeon. "There must be another way out of here." Digit thought long and hard. "I seem to remember Hacker putting in a secret tunnel down here because Buzz and Delete kept getting locked in. Just can't remember where it is." Digit scratched his head and looked around. "Let's find it. Hurry," Inez said. The kids searched all over the dungeon, but all they found were more slime, dirt, and that awful painting of Hacker. "This picture gives me the creeps too," Jackie said, leaning against it. As she did, the painting spun around, revealing a tunnel through the wall. "Bada bing, bada bingo," Digit cheered. "The secret tunnel. Way to go, Jax." Matt gave her a high five. "Come on," Inez led the charge. "Izzy, where's the power orb?" Inez asked as they dashed through the dark tunnel. "I hid it in a purple and green charger chair in the hangar," Izzy said, his confidence returning. He had another chance to make up for his mistake and save his home. "Whoa, stop here," Digit pointed his wing up to a grate in the ceiling of the tunnel. "That's the hangar up there." Digit flapped up and slowly moved the grate out of the way. One by one, each kid climbed up and out, hiding on the floor of the hangar behind a table. They peeked out from behind the table and saw that all the bad guys, as well as all of Hacker's power supplies, were gone. "Hacker's big sale is over," Jackie whispered. "But where's the recharger chair with the orb?" Matt asked Izzy. "It was right over there." Izzy pointed to an empty corner of the hangar. "The recharger chair and the power orb were gone."